Hi, welcome to Doll Alchemy. It has been 7 months since my last video was posted on this channel, and I apologized for the wait. Hope it was worth it. Without further ado, it is witchy season again! All things witches. This episode's inspiration is the witch from Hansel and Gretel, which we all remember from the fairy tale as being a scary old cannibal. This is not the vibe I was going for. If you recall Candyland from your childhood, I definitely wanted to do a younger, sweeter, cuter, more happy anime witch vibe. So I've decided on this Frankenstein doll that I've had in my stock, as I don't believe I've ever actually used Frankenstein in a customization, and I have 6 or 7 of them. So here is morbid footage of me boiling the doll's head in a little cauldron that I have. And then after I have pulled the head off the neck peg, I cleared out the old factory hair. And off camera, I'm going to remove her makeup and her stitches with 100% acetone. Also off camera, I sprayed the head and the body with 2 layers of Mr. Super Clear sealant, and then went ahead and started blushing the face with soft pastels. So it's very sped up here. And you'll see I'm just shading in the edges of the face, and then adding in some sweet pinks and things to her cheeks and her lips, before later I will go back in with a little bit of actual real makeup, which I know some artists recommend not doing that, but I enjoy the shimmer you get from it. Because this doll is a candy witch, I wanted her hair to look split down the middle like cotton candy. So one side will be pink, which I'm using this pink yarn for. And rather than fill the whole head, because I plan on doing little like Pippi Longstocking braids, I just glued actual yarn strands on the inside so that there's no bald spots or anything when you're looking at the doll sideways. Now I'm starting to fill in the outline of her eyes, which again, I want it to be more like cartoon anime style than realistic, which is more in line with what I would normally do. Subconsciously, I think I was going more for Magic Knight Rayearth than anything else, but yeah, so that's where we're at there. Also, I penciled in her eyebrows, which I kept both blue rather than trying to have one pink and one blue like the rest of her hair, because that just, visually it doesn't track. In the meantime, I've definitely covered her face now with a few layers of Mr. Super Clear, which is why I have her hair cordoned off under this strip of fabric so that it doesn't get gross. And I have a few different cheap cosmetics here to add some shimmer and shine to her blush and her eyeshadow. So these are all old palettes and things that I've collected over the years. And sometimes I will use them on my face-ups for my real dolls because I prefer it that way. I'm just drawing in a few lashes along the lower lash line now. And if you'll notice, because of my heavy use of eraser, for whatever reason I was really struggling with what I deem too much or too little, which I find is the case with anime eyes, and that's probably why I do more realistic eyes. But this was an experiment, and I finally settled on a level I thought was just right. To add to the level of whimsy, I added in some nail art, some little star details as eye catches, and I think they look pretty cool in there. I decided I also wanted her to have bangs, so that when she wears her hat, she has, I guess, more of a youthful look still. On to her stockings, which I will be painting directly onto her legs. So I spray painted the legs lightly with white, just plain white spray paint that I had around the house, so that I wouldn't have to do so many coats. And because of the fabric I'm going to make her dress out of, I wanted the stripes in her stockings to be like aqua and orange. So this was the adorable fabric that I found at Joann's. Please note any of the areas that you see as purple, they were gray originally, and I have filled those in with a Sharpie marker. So I made a basic gathered skirt, and for the top I wanted it to have kind of a puff sleeve and then just be fitted, because I plan on adding a lot of little details. And I know she is a candy witch, but I would also consider cupcakes to be sweets or whatever. So I have these awesome cupcake foils. So I've actually turned that into the fringe for the bottom of her skirt. I just sewed it directly to the fabric. And it's so cute and cool, and it matches, and I am pleased. And I make the collar that I'm going to put around the neckline out of the same paper from the cupcake tin. The poor focus of the photo is actually a good preview to all of the decorative trim that will wind up on this doll. So I have this awesome purple loopy fabric that was great for the waistline, and a nice teal that I put around the bottom of the sleeves and the bottom of the skirt. And I have been positively hoarding little candy charms and ice cream cones and cupcakes and donuts and candy corn for years now. They've just been collecting in my little jewelry like bead collection. So they're everywhere on the doll now. Moving right along to her hat, I am using that same cupcake tin as the inside liner, I guess, like the underside of her hat, which I've made out of paper plate. Here's some more of that loopy purple trim, and of course that same fabric again on the outside. And I'll also be adding another teal trim along the edge with some more beads. I also made her broom out of, I actually had a couple of these brooms that came with like a pre-made set. And I've just added some more candy details for the motif. A note here on her boots, they came purple like that in a lot I ordered, and I painted the laces teal to match the other details of her dress. And because I am wholly unoriginal, I am naming her Lolly after Princess Lolly from Candyland. And it's the only name that really made sense to me in terms of her theme. So here is Lolly with Astrid, my other witch doll, and of course the Alchemistress. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it took so very long to produce after such a long wait. But I hope it was worth it. So if you enjoy my content, please make sure to mention it, like, subscribe, share, all that other social media nonsense. And hopefully I will have another video for you guys to enjoy soon. Thanks for stopping by.